Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Carolyn Murray.
It's good to have you here. I'm Brendan Clark.
An historic day on the campus of the University of South Carolina with Coach Steve Spurrier calling it quits, saying that he's resigning after 11 seasons at the helm.
Heck of a ride. The head ball coach resigned this afternoon as the school's all-time leader in wins, and despite a 2-4 start to the season, his players said they did not see this coming. News 2's Evan West joins us now in the studio with more. Evan?
Players, administrators, even the president of the university, Dr. Harris Bastidas, asked Coach Spurrier to finish out the season as head coach. But the head ball coach had his reasons and, as always, stuck to his guns.
You can't keep a head coach that's done it as long as I have when it's heading in the wrong direction.
It's not the way he envisioned his career ending on campus at Carolina.
I planned on being on the shoulder pads of the team coming out of the Georgia Dome with an SEC championship, but that didn't work out.
When it comes to the Gamecocks, Spurrier broke the news last night in typical Spurrier fashion.
I told him there was a good chance I may be stepping down. I think that's the way I left it with them, and they assumed I was stepping down, or I wouldn't be telling them that.
I was just surprised, as I guess y'all were really, when I found out the news.
Linebacker Sky Moore has been one of the few bright spots this season, earning the privilege of being called captain. The junior said the first practice without the HBC was business as usual.
Like I said, we're just going to keep going. It hasn't really steered our mindset off Vanderbilt. We're still focusing on the game this Saturday, and just getting the assignments right and everything, and just getting ready for the game.
Interim head coach Sean Elliott is hyping things up on the practice field. Music set the tone for an energized tune-up before Saturday's tilt. It's all part of the new regime and identity Coach Elliott wants this team to develop.
We're moving forward. We've got one goal in mind. When we walked in this morning, I said to our staff, I said, our goal is to win this week. Win today, win tomorrow, win the next day, and beat Vanderbilt.
We will hear more from Elliott in sports. And guys, the weekly dose of epic one-liners, hard to believe they are now a thing of the past. You could never predict what was going to come out of the head ball coach's mouth, but you could always guarantee it made for a good soundbite.
Yes, it did, Evan. He will be missed. He is already missed in college football. And take a look at this, because the accomplishments of the football program under Steve Spurrier, remarkable. The list of firsts he compiled at South Carolina is long. First 11-win season, he had 3 of those in a row. First SEC division title, first win over a #1 team, that was Alabama just over 5 years ago. And the first 5-game winning streak ever against Clemson.
Coach Spurrier and I have always, every now and then he might say something crazy and then I'll go back, but we really have a mutual respect for one another.
I wish him and his family a wonderful retirement. Coach, you deserve it, and you've blessed college football for many years.
Dabo Swinney, Mark Richt talking about Steve Spurrier and what he meant to college football. And this is great. Got to show you this. Spurrier. This is my favorite moment back in 2006 when he jokingly attacked then sports reporter News 2's Justin Wallace. This was at his annual golf tournament. Pretty funny stuff here. More on Steve Spurrier and the interim head coach Sean Elliott, like Evan just said, a little later in sports.